What's up, guys? I'm Nick Andretti here to help you build confidence through all things fitness, mindset, and of course some swagoo. Guys, the point of this video is I want to give you 6 tips to gaining muscle fast. And yes, you saw the topic. Topic is how to gain muscle fast. And we're gonna go through the 6 tips. All right, so let's just jump right into it. So tip number 1 is track your workouts. Right, so this is a big thing that I didn't do when I first started training seriously, was tracking my workouts. Alright, what up, guys? So I had to move because there's birds chirping in the background and it was just a distraction to me, so I had to move. So guys, tip number 1 is tracking your workouts. So tracking meaning you're documenting your specific program based on what you're trying to hit, based on your goal. So if you're not doing any documentation, how do you know that you're going into the right direction, right? We either want to take 2 steps forward or take 2 steps back. It's one or the other. One of those are going to happen. But if you're not taking a full documentation of what you're doing, then how do we know what you're working consistently is working? You know, as simple as that. So you want to make sure you're progressing in weight or increasing the number of sets. And then a big one too is exercise selection. You want to decide on what are the exercises that you want to do and increase in those lifts if it's weights, right? If it's something that you struggle with, why are you struggling with it? You got to ask these questions. So again, tip number 1, track your progress. That's the only way you know you're going into the right direction. Tip number 2, which is by far one of the most important ones that I like to think about, is this is something that I didn't really pay attention to training back then. So these are jumping into compound movements and following a time under tension method specifically towards that goal you're trying to hit. So compound movements, we all know squats, deadlifts, overhead presses, and then following those movements are time under tension, a specific tempo under those movements. So if you're doing a squat, you know, are you just doing a squat, or are you working with a time under tension, meaning are you going with like a 3-second negative, 4-second negative, and you know, working something like that. So if you have been doing tempo, you know, when have you been utilizing it? If not, have you ever done a tempo within your workouts? And it's something that I highly recommend that you start doing, is following a method such as time under tension. And if you're new to it, it's okay. You should try it within your first 2 movements right away, right off the bat. I'm telling you, you're gonna start seeing a lot of results following a method like that. All right, guys, tip number 3 is something that we need to stress about, talk about, like make this thing a priority, and that is sleep. We gotta make sleep priority. Something of mine that I didn't do growing up was I didn't really take consideration on how important sleep is. I didn't even think about, you know, when you're sleeping, usually I ask my clients this, how many hours did you sleep last night? They'll say 6, 7. And then I ask, is that disturbed sleep or is that sleep through the night? And then usually they're like, well, I got up twice, so it doesn't even count. That 6 hours doesn't count. So that's disturbed sleep. How is your body supposed to grow, supposed to function properly if you're not sleeping properly? You're not getting that deep sleep for your body to go on the stage of repairing broken down muscle, to be able to make sure everything internally is functioning properly. You hear it a lot, but if you don't sleep, if you're lack of sleep, usually you're more prone to getting sick. Immune system's weaken, right? It makes sense. And now you go train on top of that, now you're weakening the immune system even more. So it doesn't make sense for you to keep training. And that, my friend, is you got to start listening to your body, because if you're not listening to your body, things are going to happen. Especially, you know, you're trying to gain weight. I get that. You train all the time, but sleep, rest is going to be your best friend. That's how your body's going to respond well to any program that you put your body through. It's going to respond well because you've been taking the right protocol of making sleep a priority, making your off days a priority. So I really want you to hone in on that. If you're having trouble sleeping, you know, there's some things that you could do. So before bed, maybe cut off your eating an hour or 2 before bed, hour and a half before bed, whatever. That's going to help you allow your digestive system to relax, chill out, right? You could even cut your water an hour before bed. That's a big one too. And then number two, you could throw in some vitamin C in there. Vitamin C is gonna, yes, strengthen the immune system, but it's gonna lower cortisol levels. So cortisol, again, is something that wakes us up in the middle of the night. It's the number one stress hormone. So if that's through the roof, of course you're gonna wake up in the middle of the night. You're gonna have that disturbed sleep. And another one that I'm actually taking a lot too of, including vitamin C, is magnesium. You want to take magnesium, which is going to allow your body to calm down, to relax, to, yes, calm the central nervous system down. So it's going to allow you to go to sleep, fall to sleep earlier, and stay asleep. So try something like that. Again, you want to make sure that you're sleeping, because if you're in sleeping, you ain't growing. So you want to make sure that is a number one priority. Sleep. If you get sleep under control, then you could jump into your nutrition, your calories, right? But if you ain't sleeping, you're not going to grow. Even if you're eating in a caloric surplus, your body's not going to respond well, because your body's not able to do what it does best, recharge. So that was tip number 3, my dude. All right, guys, now we're on to tip number 4, and tip number 4 is tracking your food. This is a big one too. We all get calorie happy, especially being a hard gainer, someone that takes a hard time to put on size. You know, we are all about getting calorie happy. You know, and I was there, you know, just trying to get any calories I could get in to put on size. But now you got to ask yourself, when you're eating a lot, are you trying to put on muscle or are you trying to put on fat? So that's going to dictate where you're getting these calories from. So tracking your food. I like to utilize MyFitnessPal, right? MyFitnessPal, utilize it, track your food, see how much you're eating. But when you're tracking your food, you got to ask yourself, what kind of food are you eating? Are you eating more processed food, or are you eating more whole, natural food? You know, like your meats, your fruits and vegetables, your complex carbohydrates, your rice, your potatoes, right? Even a whole wheat pasta you could do. But again, you want to make sure you're tracking your food. And a big one that I utilize to put on mass is to make sure you start at a base of calories, such as I started at 2,700. That was my maintenance level. And hey, if you don't know how to get to your maintenance level, make sure you comment below. I'll help you get there. I got you, my dude. So again, maintenance level 2,700 calories. You want to make sure you're eating that amount of calories within a 2-3 week period, because it takes your body at least 2 weeks to adjust. So you want to eat that within a 2-3 week period. Be consistent. And then if you start getting hungrier by the end of the night, then it's time to increase your food. So you want to increase your calories about 200-300 calories slowly, because you don't want to increase so much, then you're not going to be able to handle it. You're not going to be able to get that food down. And I'm talking about good quality food, again, because we're looking at putting on more muscle than fat. When you're eating a surplus, it's normal to put on some fluff, but you want to put on more mass, muscle, than fat when you're doing it. So a good tip is keep baby step increasing in your calories, and then track your food. You know, track what's working with you, what's not working with you. For me, I work well with high carb, high protein, moderate fat. So you're looking at about 35% protein, 40% carbs, and 25% fats for me. So you're probably very similar too. But again, how do we know that if you don't track your food? And you want to do that, so it's going to allow you to go in that right direction. Oh guys, I was in the freaking zone and my battery died. You know, I was getting somewhere. Now where was I? So yeah, one more thing I want to talk about, with the rest, because rest is important. If you're not resting, you're constantly putting stress on your body. When you train, you're putting stress on your body. You know, I hear a lot of people, especially in the fitness industry, and me being a personal trainer, I hear a lot of people say, hey, I love going to the gym, it's just a great stress reliever. And you know, that's good if you're going to the gym and it's just like you're just going there and you're just taking everything in your mind and just forgetting about what the hell happened throughout your day. If you need that, you know, and that's okay. But if you're serious about getting after goals and reaching to a certain point, you're actually putting stress on your body when you weight train. Say, like, why people say that, I think it's just a common thing to say when you go to the gym. I don't know. But yes, you're putting stress on your body, you're putting weight, you know, on your body. Your body's not used to, so your body's gonna try to adapt right away. So it's normal for the body to go under stress when you're putting stimulus on the body. So that's why it's not human-like to train every single day unless you're utilizing some kind of hormone, something that's illegal. So again, I just want you to really pay attention to that. Are you getting enough rest? Are you getting enough sleep? Are you tracking your workouts? Are you tracking your food? Are you utilizing compound movements and a time under tension method? If not, these are things you need to do, because these are things that are going to get you to that next level if you're serious about making some serious gains, you know what I mean? So I hope you think about that. And last but not least, number 6. This is it, then we're done. Number 6 is hire a coach. If you're serious about getting to somewhere faster and you want to learn more on how to do it, hire a coach. Hire someone that is smarter than you, that knows more than you, and that loves what they do. They're gonna help you as best as they can, and they want to get you there. They know what it's like to be on your own. I certainly do. And being a coach, I love it. I love getting people somewhere faster and being able to explain why we're doing what we're doing. So again, last one, again, hire a coach. Hire someone that you could trust, that you could invest in, and you know they're not just going to take your money, because there's a lot of those sleazy dogs out there. So again, that was number 6. And hey, I just want to clarify one thing. If you got something out of this video, please leave me a thumbs up, leave a comment below. It's only going to help my small channel grow into where I want it to go. My goal with my channel is to, by the end of the year, I want to have at least 1,000 subscribers right now, and I know with your help you're going to help me get there, and it would mean a lot to me. And I want to be able to continue making videos as the best of my ability for you, to be able to give you as much value as possible. I want to be the person for you on your journey. I know what it's like being skinny. I know what it's like to get aggravated when you're not putting on size, when you're doing everything you can and you're still not seeing those results. I know what it feels like. It sucks. And I want to be the one to help you get to that point where you never got to. I want to help you get to that point faster. So again, make sure you do leave a thumbs up. Leave a comment below. It would mean a lot to me, because I want to help you more than anything. And again, I'm Nick Andretti, here to help you build a better life through all things fitness, mindset, and of course, swagoo, my dude. I hope you have a great day, and remember, stay zeroed in and focus on the better life that you want. I believe in you, and you should believe in yourself too.